Alright guys, it's me again, Jenna. I'm here today. First off, I just probably should warn you, I know this video is probably like super early, but when it comes down to someone like me, and I have a feeling a lot of you who are into Halloween movies or horror movies, this video really can never come too early. Because we all know that as soon as Halloween ends each year, us Halloween freaks are already thinking about the following year. Um, but with that being said, what was it, about a week and a half ago, I kind of started thinking of like, okay, this year for October, I'm going to be totally organized in what movies I want to watch and have a little bit more of like a structure instead of just being like, I'll see what I feel like watching, because I always feel like that doesn't work out for me and I don't watch everything that I want to in the month of October. So I kind of started thinking about it, and then a few nights ago at work, one of the guys just kind of randomly was asking myself and whoever was in bakery that night, like, "Hey, what's your favorite go-to Halloween movie?" And I was kind of like, you mean like just in general Halloween movie, or like you mean like the franchise Halloween like movies? And it's like, no, like in general to watch around Halloween. So I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm gonna make a little bit of a list, maybe like a partial list of what I am planning on watching next month. Um, so like this is just kind of like a little bit of like what I watch, what I kind of look forward to watching each year. Um, and if you guys have like other recommendations, or like, you're kind of like, oh, hey, you should check out this movie, or I like watching this movie during Halloween, let me know. Let me know. You guys know me, I'm always looking for something to watch, something horror related to watch. And plus, too, October, I always go so like overboard with Halloween movies or horror movies, more so than throughout the rest of the year. Although now I'm kind of like sort of pre-gaming it. I'm kind of like starting to add a little extra horror watching to me. Sorry, I'm a little close. I got an itch on my leg. Um, but yeah, let me just kind of go over like some of the stuff that I'm looking forward to watching this year. And some of these some of these I do watch, or I try and make it a point to watch every year. Other ones I'm kind of like, ooh, maybe I'll try and add this one in this year just to spice it up, so it's not like the same movies every year. Although there's some that are staples. But let's get it started. Let's get it started. Alright, so starting off, this I'm gonna get this out of the way because I feel like, well, duh, like it's coming. Halloween, the Halloween franchise. I usually try to make it a point to watch that entire series throughout the month of October. And here's the thing, I do it kind of like twice. Um, like I'll kind of start watching some of them like very beginning of Halloween of October, and then like I'll redo it again at the end of the month. But like I said, at the beginning of the month, I usually will just kind of like start watching a few. But like if you're like, well, I don't have time to watch the entire franchise without sacrificing other movies, I usually recommend, and especially too, if my time is kind of like limited for October with like scheduling and stuff, I always try to make a point to watch um, Halloween 1 through 5. Including the third one. I started doing the third one maybe a few years ago when like on like TV and stuff, and then 2 years ago when I received the Blu-ray box set, I started doing it from there. But I think I usually always look at 1, 2, 4, and 5, just because mainly because it's a nostalgic um, thing for me, because I remember growing up and always having those on, and always trying to rush home from school so I could go watch all those on TV and stuff, like, oh, Halloween's coming on, and always had to watch them. So it's one of those like just traditions that I kind of fell into doing when I was like 3. So carrying on like you know almost 20 years later, gotta do it, gotta do it. Another Halloween themed movie that I love is Trick or Treat. I always, ever since I purchased that movie a few years ago, um, always have to watch it every year now. It's perfect. It's Trick or Treat. I have to watch it. Um, a couple more that I love to watch each year. I think once again, kind of just the nostalgic aspect of it for me is the first Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Um, Once in a while, I'll do like some of the sequels, depending on how far along I get with my horror movies and stuff in October. Mm-hmm. Another one that I've actually started recently doing um, the last couple of years is Candyman actually, and I've owned that movie for quite a few years, but like I said, it really hasn't been until the last couple of years that I really have started making that one of like the staples in my. So I don't know why I was doing that with my hand, um, but I've definitely started to try and make it like one of the staples in my like Halloween binge watching movies in October. Love that movie. Another one, actually, one that I'm gonna start, or at least try and watch this year. Actually, not try. I am gonna watch this year in October. I've never done this movie in October before. Um, I mean, I may have seen it when I was like a kid, when I was like during October, but I've never like put it in my like set list. Is Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. Love that movie. Love it. So yeah, I got those. American Werewolf in London. Like I don't always watch that every October, but I do have to, try and watch it maybe at least every other October. This year I'm going to be watching it because I know I didn't watch it last year during October. At least I don't think I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't do it last year, but I'm going to do it anyway this year, regardless. Um, what else? What else? Sleepaway Camp. Doing the first Sleepaway Camp too this year. Love that movie. I know I've talked about Sleepaway Camp in another video. Little Angela Baker, Angel of Death. Um, oh, Amityville Horror, by the way, too. The original, gotta do that one. Gotta do that one. That's a nice little spooky house movie. But yeah, those are kind of so far of what I'm gonna be doing this year for October. And a couple of things that I want to maybe kind of mention if like um actually well hang on. Before I do like a couple of like honorable mentions, another one that you have to do, I feel like everyone kind of does this one, is Hocus Pocus. I mean, love that movie. Little Binks. Poor Binks turned into a cat. I feel like that is such a staple because I feel like even before I owned this movie, it was like it literally I would see it on TV in October and I'm like, all right, I'm watching it. So another one of those little like, fun traditions that I just kind of automatically became a tradition for me. Um, so yeah, had to get that one in. A couple of things though that I kind of just in case if I don't do like another video of like like a continuation of movies that I watched during October or what I'm planning on watching this year, um, is Monster Squad, the 1987 ish 88 movie, The Monster Squad. I feel like a lot of people have seen that. Wolfman's got nards. Gotta watch that one. Amazing movie. Amazing. And I also, a lot of times too, it's I won't like watch the entire series. Series is so I'm talking about two. Um, but I will make an effort to kind of maybe watch a couple of these episodes. Tales from the Crypt. Maybe I will do another like episode of just like picking out a couple of like episodes I do each year of Tales from the Crypt. I don't know, maybe. Um, you guys let me know. I'll let you guys decide on that. And the other show is Tales from the Dark Side. And I don't know how many people have heard of Tales from the Dark Side. It was from the 80s, really low budget. Like, if you ever see, I almost said Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone 2, by the way. Watch a couple of those episodes too this October. But Tales from the Dark Side, I feel like, or yeah, so it's so cheap, so budget that I feel like when you compare Tales from the Crypt to Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, even though I know that was like lower budget for the time, it looks like $1 million compared to Tales from the Dark Side. But it's still a good show, and there is, I believe, in the first season. Hang on one second. Because I know I literally have them like right here. My little TV stand. Bear with me. Sorry, I wasn't expecting to do this, but I know. Yes. So, season one here. Season one of Tales from the Dark Side. Right there. Very first episode, because I was thinking about this. I wanted to make sure that I got the title correct. Is Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat. And that one actually, if you have the have this one, or you're able to like check it out from somewhere, or get it from maybe Amazon or something. That first episode does have commentary with George Romero, and I believe I could be wrong, but I believe it was directed by Tom Savini. I think Tom Savini had something to do with that one, but it's a good one. Watch it. I mean, hello, Trick or Treat. And I feel like there's another one that there is another one. I think maybe, and I think that's the one I was thinking of. Was the other one? Shoot, man. Um, but there is another one. I believe it might have been in season dos. There was another like Halloween themed one, which was fun. Now I'm gonna be like upset because I'm sorry, you guys. I probably should have just double checked this before I mentioned this. Season 2 there. I just want to just double check though. I hope you guys don't mind. Halloween Candy, that's it. So yeah, season 2. Season 2 there. Halloween Candy, which I believe the Halloween Candy one, season 2, disc 1. I believe the Halloween Candy one, that's the one I'm thinking of Tom Savini directing. I believe that's it. But yeah, so the Halloween Candy one, description is, a mean old man learns a hard lesson about tricks and treats when he doesn't play nice on which is kind of cool. Yes, actually, I believe that that was the Tom Savini one, because I do remember kind of seeing once the little like goblin in that thing reminded me a little bit of Fluffy from um, Creepshow. Sorry, I almost said Pet Cemetery. That's why I had like the. But that's a good one. That's a good one. It's a little like creepy. I mean, it's not like scary, but just like a little creepy. A little creepy. And then the Trick or Treat one is some unusual late night visitors darken Mr.'s doorway after he dares the neighbors to send their children into a haunted house. And that one basically, like, the kids have to go in the house and, like, I think, like, find something, or, like, find, like, their parents, like, back taxes or something, and if they find it, then their parents' taxes are, like, wiped away or whatever. But, like, the house is haunted, so the kids always get scared. Two really good episodes. Like I said, pretty cheesy, but they're good. They're good. But yeah, that's my little spiel. There's just, a little bit of little sampling of what I like to watch, what I'm going to be watching this year. And if you guys want me to do like a continuation or a couple of like installments of this to give you guys like more suggestions on what to watch this year, or you guys want to hear more suggestions for your sake, get some ideas, let me know. Let me know. If not, no worries, no worries. But until then, you guys have a great rest of your Memorial Day.